What is up, and welcome to a new video here at Fitment Engineering today. So for this video, I want to finalize, or at least I want to show you guys all of the things that we did for the GT3, all of the custom little tiny bits, the attention to detail that we did for the GT3. That's why it took us like 2 to 3 weeks to finish. All right, normally I would build a car 1 week and it's done. For this car, it's a special car of mine, it's a dream car of mine. And so I went the extra mile to do everything, okay? So in this video, you're going to see custom 3D parts that I made for the GT3, custom programming that I made for the GT3, all of the little things that made this GT3 feel like it's mine, you know, from the previous owner to me. So join me. I'm gonna show you the first thing, and it's going to be a very obvious one. You've probably seen it on the first parts of this video, but I'll show you. The first thing that I customized for the GT3 is the fire extinguisher mount on the back of the roll cage. That is not supposed to be there. The fire extinguisher is supposed to be on the floor, right there. The Club Sport package always comes with a fire extinguisher on the floor. They cut out the floor, the carpet, and the fire extinguisher is there. The problem for that is my wife, June, she will have less leg space, so I do not like that, and I don't see it, but she does, and she's having a hard time. So I transferred it from there to here. Roll cage mounted fire extinguisher. It's actually right behind the management system, and this is the second thing that I customized for this. The roll cage has 2 holes here, the Club Sport roll cage, and I made some brackets for the management system to fit on the front, and I said, oh, maybe I could fit the fire extinguisher in the back, and so we made custom parts for that. You'll see the time lapse of the 3D material or the 3D prints happening in real time here as I speak, but I really think that's a nice touch. It makes the fire extinguisher visible from the back glass, and it gives you a bit of color contrast. The yellow roll cage, red fire extinguisher, and then we have the Philippine flag right there. So it's a nice little detail that I wanted to show you guys. So that's the first thing, okay? Obviously, the second thing that we customized is, since there is a big gaping hole on the floor of the GT3 passenger side, I also went ahead and 3D printed this floor mount or floor cover to cover up that, you know, ugly floor space that's there, okay? So we're gonna install that as we talk. So this is the gaping hole. The 3D print should line up properly. All right. I did make some test fits for it. I made some cross-sectional areas to test fit my 3D print. That's how I do my design process. I do mock-ups and shit. And so this should line up easily. Bolt it down. It's gonna look nice. Okay, tightening the bolts. All right. All right, there it is. So another custom part, removing one part from its original location. No choice, you have to make another custom part for the placement, all right? And so our floor space now looks nice. That's another thing we customized. We are looking very nice. Okay, those are the things that I like to do, making it for me. Another thing that I want to show you guys is the wiring job that I did for this car. I don't know if you can see it or I've shown it in the other videos, but I really went ahead in the effort of tucking everything, hiding everything, make sure nothing is seen. And so the hose lines just feed into the roll cage and into the valve right there. You can see more of a detail of the fire extinguisher bracket right here. And so let's move on to the next custom things that we did for this car. Right, moving on the front side. Need to open it, 1 sec. Man, got my jacket on. It's getting really cold here in in Japan. It's fall. Summer's over. Okay, let's go into the front. Let's show you guys what I did that just makes sense for me. We all know that the GT3 is a center lock wheel, meaning I don't have lug nuts. I don't have the 6-bolt pattern. I have one big lug nut that I have to remove every time I need to remove the wheels. And that will take 600 Newton meters, meaning it's a lot of force to remove it and to tighten it. Now, that tool, that torque wrench tool is so long I can't put it inside the car. And so I made some brackets that will house or be able to hold it on the front of the car. So this is the torque wrench. My God. Ugh. So this is the torque wrench lever itself. It is 3 foot tall, and I'll put you here so you don't fall on the car filming. I made little brackets here that will be able to hold it and not move around in exactly the shape of the torque wrench, as you can see here. So little things that just make sense. And of course, that's the lever. The torque wrench head itself is right over here beside the battery area. Before, there was a space here, and I was like, oh, that's the perfect place for the torque wrench head, you know? So naturally, I'm like, okay, since I'm putting the torque wrench lever in the front, I gotta put everything else in the front, okay? So we got the head and a part of the lever right here. So this is the torque wrench head. Remove it. And you have your ratcheting head, okay? It moves, tighten, loosen, and that is your torque wrench head. Another thing is the torque wrench short lever. I don't know why, but technically you need to put this here, and then you need to put that there, and that finishes up your torque wrench. From a 3-foot torque wrench, now you're a 4-foot long torque wrench. The reason why I chose that place is because Porsche also put everything else in the front area or the front area of the car, like this one. This is your tool for your center lock adapter. So the thing that will actually unlock your center lock is in the front of the car on this little cubby here. So naturally I was like, if Porsche put it here, might as well just put my torque wrench in the front where it is, you know? So naturally, after you're done using it, you're going to slide it in, and then you're gonna drop the head in just like that, and you're gonna have to put back your torque wrench to your storage space in the front right here. Give it a good tap, and you're locked in. Okay, so when you're in a pinch on the side of the road, you have your wrench, torque wrench, you have the ratcheting head, the adapter, and you have your center lock wheel nut right here. So these are the things that just make sense for me. It's so satisfying to do it, personalizing your car to function well, creature comforts, and just whatnot, you know? So let's move on to the next. All right, so another thing that I made for the GT3 is that, as you can see, there is this whole assembly here. This cover actually houses the front dampers of the car, the original front dampers. The reason why the front dampers are still inside the car, it's because I used the OEM front axle lift to control my air suspension, so I still need the original damper here being controlled by Porsche. I made a little bit of covers for it. I also made this little cubby. Sorry, I need to remove this. Okay. To match all of it. Everything just blends in. Yeah, baby. There we go. Oh, everything is snug. Alright, here it is. The finished setup. Very happy. Everything's matching. Matching colors. Black, black, black faceplate. And of course, we have the Porsche glove, the work glove holder, the little cubby. Very happy with the layout. So, Boss Angie gave me this for Christmas last 2024, 2023, I'm not mistaken. These are official Porsche work gloves. So when you're working on your car on the side of the road, that's what you do. You get it from Porsche Design. I like the little cubby there for it. I think that's a nice touch because there was a gap here between the compressor, and the bracket or the casing for the dampers. There was a small gap and I was like, what the hell can I put there? So I added this little cubby for it. I could also put tools on it or cleaning materials. And that gives me an idea to put more of these cubbies in the future. I could put a cubby here, shape as the compressor, a little something here, but obviously the hard lines are there. Porsche work glove. Alright, so let's put it back like this. Grabe, no? Sobrang arte. Look at that. It's so good. Bro, everything just fits well. Oh my god. Very happy. I can't lie. I'm very happy. I'm just gonna clean it up. Join me after this. Let's clean up the car. We'll tidy up everything, remove the dust because I'm gonna do some photo shoots. We're at the warehouse. Just gonna clean the car. Interior, gonna blow some air. Then I'll go clean the interior. It's a bit dusty and dirty. Even the front side. Alright, I got the front nice and tidy the way I like it. I got my stuff. Now let's actually show you the last feature that I wanted to share. It's the front axle lift connected to the air suspension. Let's go. That's the last thing. I think that's the coolest one. Right. Last thing that I was able to customize is usually we have this physical remote for the interior of the car. This is the Fitment Engineering 5 gang remote. There's 5 buttons for it. 1, 2, 3, air up, air down, and it's just handy. It works. It's something you don't have to look at. 3, 2, 1, up, down, easy, done. Okay, but it's a bit of a clutter inside the car, you know. So it's like this sometimes, it's like this sometimes, whatever, whichever you want. And of course, in addition to the remote, we have the app. You can control the app here, whatever. So you get the gist of it. Now, what I wanted to show you guys is that this 991.2 GT3 comes with a front axle lift button here. So if you can see, we have sport mode, we have the exhaust, and we have the front axle lift. So what this does is it puts air pressure into the shafting of the car. It makes the car lift up by 30 millimeters. I'll show the screen here. It'll be the video of the front axle lift working in real time when it was on original setup on the springs, not on the air suspension. Now, naturally, as I've said a while ago, we'll use this, but I didn't want to use that, and I instead hacked into this and was able to get the pressure reading from the front of the car, and I've synchronized it with our air suspension system that is custom programmed with our management system. I'll try to get everything in frame. The button is right here on the lower right corner. You'll see the screen pop out there. You'll see the screen say, oh, I'm lowering the car, I'm lifting the car up. So I'm gonna lower the car now. As you can see, the car lowered itself. Front end lowered, okay? I'm gonna zoom in. Front end lowered. And you can see the management system changing here. I'm gonna lift it up again. Okay, all in one shot. Let's see if we can get it. Thumb, screen, phone. Let's go. Going up. Amazing, right? And once more, let's go down. I'm pretty sure you can hear all of those air pressures happening there. And in that way, I don't need this anymore. I can lift the car up and drop the car wherever I want. Right, coming up to my favorite parking spot. Gonna do some photos and end the video here. All right, we got the GT3 there. Let's air out the car and call it a day. Okay, hopefully we can get the new wheels so we can sort out that air out right there. We're gonna drop it 20 millimeters more, get a bit of a lower clearance. The rears are tucked in. I want the fronts to look like that and tie up the car. This car will be done next month. Then I'm gonna send it to Stand Station for a car show. The small things that I have to do for this car is probably just the plate numbers. That's the only thing left I want to do for this car, and wheels and livery. So plate number, custom plate number holder, livery, and wheels and tires. And that's about it. This car is done. So I don't like the plate number holder here. So we're gonna have to move it on the side. This one. I'm gonna move it to the side. Usually I put it here so it looks cool. That's about it. Hope you guys like this video. I truly am 100% in love with this car, and this is gonna be probably one of the last cars I buy for a while. This car will probably stay in the channel in my possession for like probably a good half a decade. This car is just iconic. The value is insane. It doesn't depreciate that much. I'm not gonna do anything crazy to it because in the future I want to sell it and probably get the next generation GT3. I should probably reserve the words for the outro of the other video. Hopefully you like those little things that I did for this car. I'm probably gonna have to repeat those words later in Hakone Skyline. Pero sige, we'll just do that later. I'll just include all of these clips here, and hopefully it's not like a 20-minute video. It's been Kyle from Fitment Engineering. It's been Kyle from Fitment Engineering, and you're watching Fitment TV, and I'll see you in the next one.